with this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now, after that long off-season, to get your body ready and your team ready. So, what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, the second-round pick out of Kentucky, Will Levis.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us that these games finally now matter. Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. From the gun, it's Levis. That caught Tony Pollard. And he will score. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Makes the score Titans 7, Texans nothing.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
And this will be a Texans first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
Second down and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Diggs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
big chunk plays, they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Stroud to throw here on first down. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Dotson, the man in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down. In trouble, and down he goes. It is Harold Landry working his way in for the sack.
A 35-yard attempt.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. 3rd and 9. The tight end Okonkwo is in motion. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. He'll go right back to Diggs. He's got it again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Man in motion, it's Diggs. Taken in by Dotson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
I love this decision here, Mike. 3rd and inches, everyone in the building's just thinking you're going to just plow it up the middle and get a fresh set of downs. This is probably the best opportunity to strike downfield in the passing game, and that's exactly what they did.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Throwing is Stroud. The open receiver is Dotson. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Stroud. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
On 2nd down, Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Dotson, the man in motion. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. He'll power it. Push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. First and 10. Now, Levis. He's going to get it to Okonkwo.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up manageable 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Pollard. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. To throw is Levis. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here's Matt Araiza now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. That one caught by Schultz, the tight end. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Now Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's Stroud. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Stroud. This one is caught by Dotson.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll try and run it here with Warren. A pickup of 12 yards. First down for Houston.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Schultz is the motion man. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. Schultz is the motion man. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud to the left side and caught by Schultz. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do on defense react. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud.
It's a nice job here defensively. Down here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up 2nd and goal.
A run out of the gun with Warren. Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Texans. Not a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Titans offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. On play action, here's Levis. Pass complete. He's got Calvin Ridley. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
On the bootleg, it's Levis. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Levis. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week. After this, on comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Warren. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second. So, on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Levis to throw. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Levis. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin right here in the city beautiful, Orlando, Florida, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. Josh Allen, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Juju Smith-Schuster, a touchdown reception. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Deshaun Watson, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. We saw a solid first half out of running back Jaylen Warren. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike
Pretty interesting
and Greg.
first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Texans offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Schultz is the motion man. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Stroud to throw. And this one's going to be intercepted. It's L'Jarius Sneed. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The Titans offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The tight end Okonkwo is in motion. On 2nd down, left. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Dell motioning over. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On second down, Warren. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. It's Dietrich Wise that time with the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Schultz is the motion man. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Titans offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Levis. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Levis. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. A tight end in motion now. They'll try and run for the 1st down with Pollard. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down for Tennessee.
You can see the trust they have in this running back and the offensive line. You're facing a 3 and out. You're trying to extend this drive, turn around, hand it to the guy behind you, and let him do the rest.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Levis. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
The Titans punting unit comes out to the field as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And he's had it going in the 1st half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. This one complete to Jordan. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. 2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Schultz is the motion man. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Stroud. Over the middle, he's got the tight end Schultz. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Schultz is the motion man. Once again, it's Warren. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. And it's Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense and quarterback Will Levis ready for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Levis to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Now Levis. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. To throw is Levis. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the gun, it's Levis. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Texans offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. First carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 9. Dotson, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. And he'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. It's the most valuable real estate in football. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Man in motion, it's Diggs. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man. It's Diggs. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he's in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
Dotson, the man in motion. Back to throw. Stroud. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. From the gun on third down, here's Levis. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Levis. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
Holland. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, Levis. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. They go play action with Levis. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On 1st down, it's Stroud. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Schultz is the motion man. On 2nd down, Stroud. This one is caught by Dotson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That one caught by Tank Dell. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, We're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's Warren.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. He'll get it into the hands of Ashton Doolin. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's Warren. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. A second down throw for Stroud. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second-rounder.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And is caught by the man wearing 0, Calvin Ridley. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first, and for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
The Texans offense back onto the field for their next possession. And this has been the start of the season you hope for. You held serve at home, have the lead here in the fourth quarter, and now it's all about bleeding down that clock. Space hard to come by there. Tackle made right around the 40-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Warren. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the Texans. They move to 1-0 as they earn this victory in the division, no less, here in Week 1.